Do you have a shop that looks like this? Unfinished projects and crap all over the place? Yeah. It gets a little discouraging at times. Could be worse. You could have a board that looks like that. That board has most of my cars, not all of them. And when the last time was they ran. If you have a shop that looks like this and a board that looks like that, I suggest you get professional help as soon as possible. Anyhow, today we're gonna get this one. We're gonna get this one running. It's been parked since May, and time to get her back on the road. Summer is attempting to leave us here in the desert, but it's taking its own sweet time leaving. All right, so let's see if we can find a damn car to start with. This is my dead Dodge garage kryptonite room. I'm trying to think, are there any Dodges in here? Yeah, there is. Okay, this is a Dodge Super B. That's a Plymouth. Anyways, I call this my dead Dodge garage kryptonite room because Jamie Atwood hates Holley carburetors. And there's 3 of them here, 3 of them over there, 3 of them over there, and 3 of them right here. But anyways, this is what we're going to play with today. Get her running. Shouldn't be too hard. It's only been parked since May. And we'll see. I gotta keep everything covered because it's so dusty out here. The desert, there's a reason nobody lived in the desert for so long. It's not a very hospitable place. Oh, sure, your cars don't last. That's about it. The motors don't last very long. The rubber goes bad. The seats just disintegrate. The paint goes to shit. Anyways, but I don't know. I grew up back where cars rusted, and I didn't like working on rusty cars, so when the time came, I just moved out here. Well, there it is. Let's I already pulled those off. Let's put some fuel in the carburetors and let those gaskets start swelling up so they don't leak so bad. And we'll put a battery in her and see what she wants to do. This one's usually pretty good. I put some I changed the distributor around, and I think I rebuilt that center carburetor, but it wasn't a very good carburetor to start with. But it's got compression, it's got spark. Once it gets some fuel, she'll fire right up. All right, let's get some fuel. I'll show you my technique. I got a hot button, and that's when I see people crank on their cars that have been sitting, and they just crank and crank and crank and crank and crank. You know, it makes me crazy. I use one of these. It's just a squirt bottle with gasoline in it. Now, out here where we have all this damn ethanol gas, you got to put stable in it. So what I do is I mix up, oh, back over here. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I keep these containers full of fresh fuel. Chevron 91 octane, that's the best we got with stable, and I just top these off when they get low. Yeah, that's another subject for another day. To doing it this way, again, I don't know why people don't, but you just, other than the fact the air cleaner's big and heavy and takes a moment to lift off, but you just put some gas in these here holes. And if it dribbles in there, it's not going to hurt any. You probably don't really need to do the end carburetors, because it's not going to fire on the end carburetors anyways. It wants that center one. Oh. And then just put a little in there for good luck, you know. All right. Where the hell did I put the little red cap that was on there? Oh, it's right here on this here orange fender. Red cap, orange fender, and there's something to be learned there. Anyway, so the reason Atwood hates these Hollies, and I don't blame him, is the amount of leak paths. You got a leak path, a leak path, 2 leak paths, another leak path there. And you got this, which is a damn fine leak path here. And then you got 2 of them here, and 4 more of these screws. And you got this one, and you got that one. And just Holly carburetors, if they've got old gaskets in them, they like to leak. I don't have a problem with them, I guess, because I just like 446 packs. You know, it's a good system once you get it dialed in. And I'll be honest with you, these new gaskets they've come out with are pretty good. The old gaskets, like what's on here, you just gotta let them soak for a while and swell up. So one way you can always tell when your carburetors are full of fuel, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, but right down here is a little puddle of fuel. Yeah, that way you know there's gas in here, because it leaks out around your accelerator pump, and it makes a little pond of 91 octane right there. Yeah, I'm serious about that, but it's no joke. Those of you with 446 packs know all about that, and you just need to be cautious with it. If you got a carb that wants to backfire or shitty plug wire, and you can get a spark in there, and fuel might want to ignite. Now, fuel itself, I guess it's flammable, but it's not the fuel as much as it is the vapors. So when you get vapors all over the place, that's when you have issues. Enough of my babbling. While those soak up some fuel and swell up those gaskets, let's go find us a battery. Now, having more than 2 cars, you lose track of where your batteries are. I think this old pickup has a battery in it. Let's take a look. We're in luck. You see how I keep those on there good and tight? That's because I'm constantly moving batteries. I guess the reason I knew there's a battery in here is because I used this truck to pull that piece of shit off of the back of a flatbed trailer the other day. Oh, you know, These four-wheel drive trucks, they sure make getting batteries out a little harder. All right, let me go crack this door. You see, there it is, that damn sun, always right outside the door. I guess that's why I like watching Dead Dodge Garage, because it's always raining there. All right, let's see if we can find the keys. Yeah, that still works. Well, there she goes. Seems to run all right. Let's see what we got here. Fuel and temperature and oil and charging. So with these 6 barrels, you got to get out and check them pretty quick for leaks. I think we already talked about that. Okay, I keep a notebook on all of my cars. I strongly recommend you do that, especially if you're an idiot like me and you have more than one, because you can't keep track of it. So I keep a notebook, and every time I start them or just before I put them away, I update my notes. Hey, there's my little girl. Come here, Ava. Come here. Yes. Why are you so dusty? Yeah, something tells me you were wrestling with your brother in the backyard. Anyway, so I always keep a notepad on all of my cars, and since we just started that one up and my brain's fresh, I want to put some notes on here. All right, so we got started bird, ran okay after warm up. Very, very rich idle. My eyes are still burning from the hydrocarbons in that other room. You missed out on that because I don't have smell-o-vision on my GoPro here. Needs center carb, bad, #1 priority. Also need exhaust. Believe it or not, I think that still has the original exhaust on it. You can hear it rattling and making nasty noises. Not good noises. Noticed some blue smoke until it warmed up. I was going to go through the cylinder heads anyways. Rattling the driver's door, and too much backlash in the ring and pinion. That's all I had. If you noticed anything else, let me know.